Hello, everyone. Um, so, in the last few days, if you are a Nigerian or in Nigeria, you follow the Nigerian, social media space, especially Twitter. You would have seen a lot of the conversation over the fact that the US is working on declaring Nigeria sort of like it's a country of interest. There are people who have been working on that for a very, very long time to get the US to declare Nigeria a place of interest where persecution is taking place, where Christians are being persecuted. And that has led to a lot of debate online. I've just been watching the debate and I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, Lord have mercy. It's been something else. And of course, the the illegitimate vice president of Nigeria, of course, represented the illegitimate president of Nigeria at the UN, and where they spoke in favor of Palestine having its own state. I think there was something where the Nigerian government, led by the illegitimate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had said something about favoring Hamas. And for me, one of the tweets that I did is that Nigeria has no business favoring Hamas or being on the side of Hamas. This is a group that have used terror, to pass on their message. That can never be acceptable. But the people of Palestine, do they need their state? Absolutely, yes. They need their state. There's nowhere in the world where you say some people will come in over how many years ago, and then you welcome them as visitors. They now take over your place. They now have a state. You don't have your state. You're oppressed in your own place. Injustice, they say, to one person is injustice to everyone. But today I'm not going to talk about the Palestine state. And so after that speech, of course, now there's been this renewed whole thing to name, Nigeria a place of interest where Christians are being persecuted. For me, I've watched the debate going on, everybody trying to bring out the numbers, this, that, that. And I'm thinking, really? I'm like, I give it to the illegitimate administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's the tweet I did. I'm going to be reading the tweet that I did this morning and also putting out, explaining more because it's much easier to explain on video. The first thing I said is I give it to the illegitimate administration of Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has gotten defeated people fighting themselves instead of fighting him and his illegitimate administration over the killings in Nigeria. One thing is that, are there killings in Nigeria? Yes. Are killings done on both sides? Yes. Are there some people who feel at certain areas they are more marginalized? Yes, and they are doing. So for as far as I'm concerned, if people come out to say that, oh, there is Christian persecution, that's their own. They've said it. It's not for you to say, oh, there's no persecution or whatever. Then for you as a Muslim, if you feel that there are Muslims who are being killed, more Muslims have been killed, come out and bring out your numbers and let another interest declare that there is Muslim persecution. If you, as a traditional worshipper, you feel that traditional worshippers are being persecuted all over Nigeria, and yes, there are persecution of that all over the country, come out and say it and let it be out there. All of this situation whereby numbers are being held, oh, this one more, somebody is saying no, not this one. At the end of the day, is it not the killings that we want to stop? I don't care if anybody decides to say whoever is being persecuted. All I know is in Nigeria, and I've always said is that Nigerians are being killed in Nigeria. And when we put this religious thing, it gives it more to the people who are killing, the opportunity for them to continue to kill, knowing fully well that we are not going to collectively voice out that they should go after them. But what we are doing is that, oh, is this person that is being killed? Oh, it's not this person. And we have people. Let me just okay. Let me just continue with the message the way I wrote it on Twitter. I say, imagine the fight is over who are being killed rather than citizens are being killed. Right now, citizens are being killed, no doubt about it. Nigeria, literally every day you're waking up, people are being killed. But people are more concerned about the religion of the people being killed, the tribe of the people being killed. I did a video one time. I said, in Nigeria, for your death to matter, you have to be strategically killed. And I'm going to give you an example. When citizens are killed in Borno or Zamfara, there are many people who are silent. Why? Because those citizens are Muslims killed in Zamfara or where's or Katsina, and then similarly, oh, the people kill them. It's after all they are Muslims, so it's them they are killing themselves. Some people will never say anything, but when citizens are killed in Jos, Benue, they will come out and speak And then they'll make it that, oh yes, Christians are being killed. For them, it is only the religion that matters. It's not that the people that matter. That's one. And on both cases, they are all heinous. Then there are certain group of people when, for example, Muslims or the tribe are killed in certain places. And I'll give you an example. Urobi, when some was it 15 or so Muslim travelers were killed in Uromi. Oh, they came out, they started shouting, Muslims are being killed in Uromi. To the extent Edo State governor had to even go to Kano and go and, apologize to them for the killing. Meanwhile, in that Edo State, they are being killed like chicken. He has never said, anything. He has never bothered. That same week, about 15 or more people were killed in Sokoto. The same people who were shouting that these Muslims have been killed in Uromi, were silent. Why? Because it is the people that were killed in Sokoto are Muslims, and the people that killed them are also Muslims. So there was no religious or tribal this thing. That one in Uromi, they saw Muslims, Hausas, Northerners are being killed in Uromi, Southerners. So it became a thing. There was an uproar. But the same Northerners, the same Muslims were killed in Sokoto. They were silent because there was no bigotry that could be used for it. In that same Uromi, Christians have been killed. Southerners, Christians have been killed, though, but it doesn't matter because it was Southerners killed in the south. So there was no tribal bigotry or religious bigotry that can be used to do this thing. And then it goes on. And guess what? We are the victims. We are the foolish victims waiting to happen, who sit down fighting over what religion it is, what is not. It's opportunity to abuse religion. It's an opportunity. Let me tell you guys something. Religion has been used by man to kill and kill and kill and commit all sorts of atrocities. The Quran has been used to commit atrocities. The Bible has been used to commit atrocities. And I think a lot of people either are not educated enough, have not read enough. Go and read your books. You see what, for me, one of the things that I love about Donald Trump's presidency is that he's going to show people what that thing that America did to put religion out and say, don't bring religion here. He's going to show you that as much as there are Muslim fundamentalists, there are also Christian fundamentalists. They will kill, they will quote the Bible, they will use the Bible to justify their killings. It's been done, except if you don't read history, all of that all of that slavery, all of that appetite, you talk about where black people were being segregated, the things that were done on them, they will burn a black man to the this thing and they will quote the Bible over the person's head. The Quran, they will use the Quran. The ones that want to use, they will use the Quran. They will kill someone. They will quote the Quran over the person's head. These are criminals that are killing citizens, but we sit down because, oh, it's my religious person, it's my religious person, is this, is that. The killing of Charlie Kirk that happened recently, there were a lot of people, even the Nigerians, that were justifying all the things that he was saying. Even some were like, okay, as long as it pushes, it leads to people being brought into Christianity. I saw one guy who was saying, how is this okay? You understand? How is it okay? You say even the person that did the killing, if he was Muslim, every Muslim would have been told to account for it. But we've seen a situation where he's not Muslim. He's a native there. And everything seems to be okay. See, death is death no matter who it is done to, no matter the religion of that person, or the tribe of that person, or the gender of that person, and whatever. And if anyone tells you they feel persecuted, it is not for any one of us to say that they don't feel persecuted. And I see people, some people in the whole Nigerian conversation, a lot of people, no, yes, there's Christian persecution. No, there's no Christian persecution, whatever. Are you the victim? If people saw there's persecution, the same, and the irony of it is that the same people who will tell you that, oh, there's no persecution in Gaza, but they are angry that some people are saying there's no persecution in Nigeria. That's how it is. You also feel there's no persecution somewhere else. Somebody feels that it's not. But at the end of the day, we forget that it's human beings that are being killed, and people are killing, those human beings, and everything that must be done to stop that killing is what we are concerned. Whether it's today we sit down and we say that, oh, the US government now declares Nigeria a place of interest, fine. As long as it will bring attention to the killings that are happening. Is it not an end to the killing that we are looking for? If it is by saying that, oh, Christians are being persecuted in Nigeria, that America and the whole world will not say, okay, how can we help? How can be done to stop this killing, and this killing is stopped? So be it. If you are a Muslim or a traditional this, you feel that, oh, Muslims have also been persecuted, you want to do, put it out. Let another interest also say there's Muslim persecution, killings are being done, and then let them stop it. At the end of the day, are we not tired of the killings that are happening in Nigeria? Is it not the end of the killings that we are looking for? And then let me read what I said. I say, I've said it many times that you need to be strategically killed for your death to no, let me go back to a bit the paragraph before that. I say, for those with religious bigotry, they see only when those they practice the same religion are killed. For those with tribal bigotry, it is only when their tribal people are killed that they see death. I've said it many times that you need to be strategically killed for your death to matter in Nigeria. If people are telling you that there's Christian genocide in Nigeria, who are you to tell them there is none? Are you one of the dead victims? If you have your numbers to show that Muslims are also being killed or traditional worshippers are being killed, why don't you also get your own people or allies to declare that there's Muslim genocide or traditional worshippers genocide, and let more attention be put by the world on the killings in Nigeria? Is an end to the killings not what we want? As for Nigerians who always abdicate their responsibility, and this is the part I want to come to, and are fixated over the US declaring Christian genocide in Nigeria, after the declaration, what? What are you doing to ensure that the killings are stopped? Don't hide and say you are helpless. You are not. You are an active player. You vote, you have a voice. What have you used both for? Sit down in a quiet corner and ask yourself, what have you done to ensure the killings stop? And this is where I'm going to take this now. The first thing is that Nigerians are so fixated. Yes, US has declared that there's Christian genocide in Nigeria. US, da, 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 da. So now we want to abdicate. Everybody will now sit down in their corner, abdicate their responsibility. Yes, US are taking over. What is US going to do? They're going to put sanctions. They're going to sanction some individual, put sanctions on Nigeria, and does that stop the killings? What are you that you are shouting? Last election, how did you vote? I remember I did a number of things. I said that a northern Christian in the hierarchy, in the way Nigeria does its election, one side here you have a Muslim president, a Christian running mate, a Christian president, a Muslim running mate. What did you decide to do? It now became a southern Muslim. You would not get, you're supposed to have a northern Christian, but the northern Christian was not used. They did a Muslim ticket. The same you. That today you are shouting, there is genocide in Nigeria. Northern Christians are being this. The same you went for that. I remember I wrote about this. Do you understand the enormity of what this means? It means that they are saying categorically that, the northern Christians are not Christians. But I saw somebody, oh, I'm a Christian, but I'm going to vote the Muslim ticket. I'm a Christian, but I'm not. Then you are shouting genocide today because it's romantically whatever to shout it and say, oh, US will come and do this. No, US will not do anything. What have you done with your voice, and what have you done with your vote? That's the question you should ask yourself. When I talk about injustice, I say injustice to one is injustice to all. Justice and equity is something that we must always sit down and say, this is the right thing, even if it is against you. On that Muslim ticket, I say, how do you have a Muslim ticket in a country where you have 50-50? Literally 50-50. The same thing. When you sit down, and I sit down and I see people thinking about it, I say, do you really even understand the enormity of this thing? When those of you said, there's this Christian persecution. So you're saying that it is, when you also say that there is 50-50, because I see a lot of people argue and say, no, Nigeria is not a Muslim dominated country. It's not more Muslim. They are 50-50. So they are 50-50 and you are saying that to be persecuted. What does that tell you in your mind? You yourself in your mind, without knowing, you're already accepting that you are defeated. And so there will be that mind engineering where you put yourself in a place and say, oh, you're defeated, and you be like that. Think about it. It's a fun thing, oh. It's a fun to be fighting, just be fighting on this thing. Think about what it means. What it is that you could have done that you refuse to do. The same you that you are shouting persecution, oh, Muslim, there's some Christian genocide, Northern Christians are being this. When Northern Christians were slighted, when obviously what's supposed to be done was that a southern Muslim will now go with a northern what do you call it now, Christian, and that wasn't done. And you sat down and you were like, oh, I'm a Christian and I'm going to vote the Muslim ticket. I'm a Christian and I'm going to vote the Muslim ticket. Even though I'm a Christian, I'm going to vote the Muslim. There's not this. And then the same you are coming out now to shout that there's a Christian genocide. You are the one perpetrating it. Yes. Your vote, your words, your action, and all of that. When all of this went on, there was a lot of people who got say they got angry. They got angry. I'm just not going to even mention names in this video, but you all know, we know those people. They are Christian Northerners who got angry that Muslim ticket was done. It was a slight. It was supposed to be a Christian Northerner that was taken. They were not chosen. They left APC. What happened? They are back there again. They are the ones singing for APC today. They are shouting. And then you think USA is going to do it. USA is not going to do nothing. The only thing it's going to say is that, one, either it will not sell weapon to you, or it will do, because Nigeria, it's what's the word that they use? Oh, sorry, yeah, that's my alarm telling me to hurry up. What's the word that they use now? It's a state on its own that somebody is not going to come and say that do one thing on it or the other. So you as the citizens, it's on you. So let's see what you do with it. But at the end of the day, whatever it is that brings attention to this whole thing. And let me just give you this quick example. I am a Muslim, a Southern Muslim, from the South, and a minority. If I decide to run for president today, as a Southern minority Muslim, I then have to go with a Northern minority Christian, right? I have to go with a Northern minority Christian. Or if a Northern minority, although some of them say they don't want to be known as minority, but the thing is the thing. I've heard some people who argue from, the other day some people start from the middle belt and were telling me that, oh no, Christians are not minority in the North. They are they are the same 50%. Then why are you waiting for people that you're the same level to be persecuting you? People want to argue over this thing. Me, I know I'm a Christian. I'm a Muslim minority from the South. I don't even argue. There's no need. I am minority amongst the minority. Within the minority, I am now of the minority. You understand? So if I want to run now, Nigerians are going to say, no, they cannot. How can they make it? That is the problem. That is where the problem is. So you and I, all of us, are contributors to this problem that is happening. When we finish our foolish fighting, we'll sit down and say, how do we stop the killings in Nigeria? Thank you for watching.